No! Don't stare directly at him. It'll damage your eyes.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Maketoys Crowdfund Solar Flare. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we just have a big old sticker with Solar Flare in his robot mode, in his jet mode, Solar Flare, Maketoys Crowdfund, and the rest of the box is just black, 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 and that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have Solar Flare, and this is part of Maketoys Crowdfund, and Maketoys Crowdfund is a program where you can get exclusive repaints like this guy right here, Solar Flare, aka Sunstorm. And, you know, full disclosure, this was sent to me to review. I don't normally do secret repaints, but hey, they offered, I said, sure, why not? Dare I say, why not? And I like their secret mold, so I don't mind taking another look at it. So here we have a Sunstorm, and it's just a whole lot of yellow going on. A whole lot of yellow. But let's get in close here so you can take a look at the details. You got the white there for the nose cone. You have the nice gold paints behind the transparent cockpit section there. I love that effect. I think it looks really good. Got some white there. And you got a nice panel lining detail going on, the red and white stripes there on the wings. You got the missile launchers under the wings. Got the tail fins with the red stripes. Got those rear thrusters. This panel on mine doesn't like to stay down all the way. Don't know why, but just doesn't want to. Doesn't want to. It always pops up a little bit. No. It is what it is. But all in all, very nice, sleek design. And there's the bottom. You do have the landing gears. The landing gears don't roll. They're just molded in place. But there you have that. And for comparison, here it is with Maketoys Starscream. So you can see they look side by side. And of course, as you can see, the only difference really is in the coloration, and I do have the null ray tips on my Starscream. I didn't bother to switch them out, but yeah. But as far as the jet itself goes, the only difference is just in the coloration. So there you have that. Now, a couple things to note as far as improvements go to this mold. You do have these filler panels for the wings. If you remember the original mold, the underside of the wings were hollow. These do have these panels to fill them out, and I did actually buy the wing filler panels for Starscream. If you have any of the main three Seekers from Maketoys, they are selling these wing filler panels for them. So if you have their Starscream, their Skywalker, Thundercracker, you can buy his wing filler panels if you felt that was kind of an eyesore, which didn't really bother me that much, but since they were offering them, I said, okay, sure, I'll buy them just to kind of finish them off. So they are all available on BBTS right now, so if you want to buy those wing filler panels, they are available as we speak. But oh, also another little improvement here is on this section. If you remember on the original version of the mold, this part of the nose cone here is just on a clip, and that used to pop off on people all the time and could get pretty annoying when you're trying to transform him. And on this version of the mold, look, they just decided to run a pin through it, so now that's never going to pop off on you. So little improvements made to the mold as well, which are quite appreciated. But yeah, that is basically it for the jet mode, so let's get down to transformation, shall we? Get back here, man. Alright, so first thing we need to do is we need to remove these and put them off to the side. And we flip in the landing gears, like so, and now we can begin. So first thing we're going to do, helps to just kind of flatten these out too, get some out of the way. We're going to take the wings here and just untab them from the front here, just get everything untabbed, untab here, and just bring this up on this double hinge. That will just tab in right up in there. Give that a good push, yeah, like so. And once you've done that, the wing itself will slide down. These panels here just come down, whoops. These are some little friction hinges here. Sometimes they kind of pop off. There we go. You stay. There we go. Bring that down, and this section here will just rotate like so, and then you rotate it up so it tucks behind the wing. And there we have that side all done. Second vase is just like the first, and again, this likes to come undone because the extra paint here kind of keeps things from tabbing in. Totally solid. There we go. You just have to give it a good push. Get it all nice and squozen. So untab. Bring this up. And bring this up. Tab it in. Again, give it a good push. Just bring that out so you can just slide that down. Bring these panels down and bring these panels down. Bring that to the side, rotate it around, and there you have that all done. So now, pop up this panel here, and I'm going to split the legs, and now we can work on the legs here. So, first thing you want to do, and also be careful with these little tips here, they're kind of sharp. I tend to poke myself with these a lot while I'm transforming him because my fingers are like right here. I may draw blood during this review. Who knows? Sometimes these come with hazard, a little hazard. I should get hazard pay for this. I don't know. Anyway, bring that panel up. Take the thruster, rotate it around like so. That will make his heel. The leg will extend like so. And once you get this into position, you just want to give this a good push, and that will click into place right there. You want to take this little bit right here, rotate that up. You now want to slide this section up the leg, fold the tip of the tail fin in, and then fold that in, and then this will come down. That will tab in right here, as well as it's also a tab right up in here too, so make sure all that gets clipped in like that. That wing came undone again. You stay because it's normal. There we go. And then you just take this fin and that just wraps around the back like so. Then we come here to the toe and just bring that out a couple clicks. And there you have a leg all done. Second vase, just like the first. So just bring that up. Put that to the side, rotate that around, flip this up, flip, like so. Extend the leg, then give a little push. Come on, yeah, come on, yeah, come on. There we go. It clicked. Bring that down, slide this up, flip, bring it down. And tab all that in, tab all that in, like so. Wrap that around the back. Bring out his toes, and just a couple clicks. And there you have his legs all done. So now we can begin to move on to the upper body. But first we need to just untab the crotch plates here from his arms, and then all of this will just swing down like so. This crotch plate also is on a slider there, so you just kind of slide that down, get that out of the way, and now we can continue on here. So you want to undo these sections here, untab, that will free up the arms, slide them up, just bring them out, get them out of the way. These little panels here, just bring them all the way down for now. Take these sections here, swing that out. This white section is going to swing, swing around like so, and just bring that down like that. Set the other side, just bring that around, swing this white piece around, bring that down. At this point now, we can bring these sections down. They'll tab in there, and tab in right there. And we're just going to leave all that alone for now. So now we will move on to the bacular region and just push that out like so. And then we bring down this whole nose cone section here. This panel is going to come out. You can rotate this around, bring this forward, and this will rotate. And you can take the section here, open that up, undo all this like so to reveal the head. You can collapse all this in like that. And you want to take this section here. This will slide forward. You're going to now take the section here, bring it up on this hinge, bring it down, and then bring it up on this hinge here, and that will just tab in right up in there like so to give him his compressed looking cockpit chest. And then all of this will just collapse down into the chest like so. This will come down onto his back like that. Oh, this little section here, you just want to collapse inward like so, like that, and there you go. So now these white sections here, they're going to tab into either side like so, and hold all that in place. We can now bring these sections up like that. Those are going to be his side skirt pieces. And then we can just take this whole waist assembly here and just rock that up like so. Just kind of push this back up so everything meets up nice and flush-like. And we're almost at the home stretch here, peoples. We're almost at the home stretch here. So we extend the arms all the way. Hey, work with me, man. Work with me. Bring the hand down. Rotate it. Extend the arm. Bring the hand down. Rotate. You can take those wings, angle them back, angle them up, do whatever you want there. And we're almost done. Almost done. We have to put the finishing touch on him. We take these right here, you pop off the missile tips, and you plug in the null ray tips. Let's just unplug, boop, that. Plug in the null ray, boop. And these just plug into the sides of his arms, like so, and like so. I'll have that extended all the way. There we go. And there you go. There you have Solar Flare, aka Sunstorm, in his robot mode. And he's Sunstorm. He's very yellow. He is the Bumblebee of the Seekers. But I do still like this mold. I do still like this mold. I think they did a great job with this. So let's get in close here so we can take a look not at his chest, at his noggin. There's the noggin. You can see, nicely done head sculpt there. Face done in gray. Red for the eyes. Again, that nice gold there. I love that. I think that really pops. And just a whole lot of yellow with some white. The hips are die cast. You got the white there on the shins. Like a gunmetal gray there on his feet. And one thing I love about this mold is it is a pretty clean transformation. Yes, he has the butt flap going on. Some people are bugged by the butt flap. I don't care about the butt flap. He just has that little bit of the cockpit there. Just kind of hanging out. But all in all, tidies up quite nicely. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, so you do get your wiggly-waggly. Can only look up ever so slightly. Can look down a bit more. Head can do a full 360. And his face... and I untabbed his face by doing that. You don't want that to happen. You don't want his face to come off. There we go. Arms can rotate. They can do a full 360. They can move in and out. You got your bicep rotation. You have a double jointed elbow, so you have a nice range of movement there. You have wrist rotation. You have this transformation hinge that works to bring the hand up if you need it to. The hands do open and close. The index finger is a separate piece with a hinge there and a hinge there, and the other 3 fingers are just one solid piece. You do have waist rotation. Due to the way it transforms, he does end up with an ab crunch as well, if you need it. These panels can move out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. Legs, they can move forward that far. That joint is pretty stiff. Move back. About that far. Outward. You can do the full split. Again, these little side panels will get out of the way. You got thigh rotation, which is quite snug on this one. You got over 90 degrees of bend there at the knee. And the feet on their ratchets. They can move up, they can move down, and you have the ankle tiltage, and now he's just doing limbo. Hey, man. Hey, man. It's not time to do limbo. Not time to do limbo. Some other things to talk about articulation-wise, and some other things to talk about the figure in general. You do have the no raise here on that armature, so you can kind of swing them out, do what you want there. You know, hey, things you can do if you want to do them. Of course, the wings are unhinged, so you can bring them back, display them out, do whatever you want there. You can angle those however you wish. It's always your toy. Do what you want with it. Now, as far as the figure itself goes, it's funny because some of the joints on this guy are like really snug, and some of the joints on this guy are kind of loose. Like his shoulders, you can see they're shoulders are a little on the loose side. A little bit on the loose side. The knees are also like a little bit. This one's actually pretty snug. This one's a little bit, not floppy loose, but, you know, you can feel it's a little looser than you would like. So, yeah, you know, some joints are little, not so snug. Some are a little too snug, but hey, it is what it is. It's going to be a case of mold degradation. I mean, how many times have they used this mold already? So, you know, it is what it is. And the last thing to talk about are the optional faces. Of course, the one that's on him right now is just the serious face, but you do also get kind of an angry face going on. If you want, you do also get a kind of worried, crying face. You know, that's a thing you can do if you want to do it. And you do also get the evil smirk. And swapping the faces out is kind of easy. Depends. Sometimes the face falls off on its own. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you got to get in there with something just to pop it up. Come on. Get in there. There we go. And the face just tabs in, and we'll give him the kind of war cry face here. There we go. You know. So you can have that going on if you want to. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with Maketoys Screamer. And again, as you can see, the only real difference here is just in the coloration. But one thing I am very happy about that I can do now. If you remember when I reviewed this guy here, when I reviewed Screamer, one complaint I had is that I thought his face was way too dark. I mean, I know he's supposed to have kind of a darker gray face, but not this dark, and I never liked that. But one thing I'm going to do now, since I have Sunstorm, is I'm going to pop this face off, and I'm actually going to give Starscream Sunstorm's smirky face. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop that in, and that to me looks so much better. That's wonderful. That's glorious right there. I think it looks a lot better than this. So yeah, that's nice. See? Sunstorm has proven himself to be quite useful to me. So, there you go. So there you have Solar Flare. And, you know, basically, if you like their Seeker mold, and you're going completist on their Seeker mold, then this is something you probably want to look into getting your hands on. And I personally really like their Seeker mold, like their Starscream. Meteor is actually on my Masterpiece shelf as my Masterpiece Starscream, and the official Masterpiece Starscream is actually sitting in a corner like he's in punishment, but I do like their Seeker mold that much. It actually replaced the official one on my Masterpiece shelf. But that's just me. As always, your collection, your decision. As far as Sunstorm here goes, again, I do like the mold. He does have some loose joint issues here and there. Like I said earlier, some of the joints are super stiff and some of the joints are a little loose. So, yeah, again, I don't know if it's mold degradation. I don't know if that's even still a thing anymore. But, this, again, how many times have they used this mold already? So, I don't know. Could just be a case of your mileage may vary. I don't know. There are improvements made to the mold. The wing filler panels are a nice touch, and running a pin through that part of the nose cone so it doesn't fall off, definitely an improvement. It has its strengths, it has its flaws, but ultimately it is up to you to decide whether or not you want to add this piece to your collection. Now, if you want to support Maketoys Crowdfund, there is another Seeker repaint they are currently funding right now, so if you want to support that, I'll put a link to their site in the description down below. And of course, if you want to check out any of Maketoys' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com, also linked in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out the third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Maketoys Crowdfund Solar Flare, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be a geek, be proud, boom in your face. Alright, Starscream, what is this about? Ah, no! Why is he so bright? No, this is just no! We already have an annoying yellow Autobot to deal with, we don't need one of our own! Get him out of here! Don't worry, he's just like this. He just needs to warm up to you. Get him out!